Hello. Who wants to see me use a computer? Who's a Chroma user in the room? There's a couple of you. Hopefully after this, there'll be a few more. By now, it's become fairly clear that retrieval is a central component in building applications with LLMs, applications with AI. Chroma's mission, of course, is to build the best retrieval system for AI to enable that for you to bring more data and intelligence to your applications. We're doing a few things to make that possible. Everybody cross their fingers to make sure that the share screen function on Zoom works today. Please. Please, I need this. Hey, we got there. Excellent. All right. So by now, everyone's seen the classic chat with your documents demo, and it's not very interesting anymore. So I'm going to show you a little bit more what you can do. Recently, ChatGPT Vision, or OpenAI's Vision API for GPT, came out. What that means is now the models can understand new modalities of data, including images and audio. And I want to show you how Chroma supports that right out of the box. So first thing we do is we're going to grab a data set. This is MS-COCO. For you computer vision heads in the room, you should all be familiar that this is a really commonly used object detection and segmentation data set. Near and dear to my heart in my previous life as a perception engineer and roboticist. I'm not going to waste 35 seconds of your time by downloading this. I already did it. Here's what it looks like. It's basically got a bunch of stuff in it. You've got animals and dogs and planes and motorcycles and such. So we've made it as easy as possible to really get this stuff into Chroma. I'm going to do this live, which means it's going to break. So we're going to start a Chroma client the same way you all know and love, and if you don't, you will soon. And what we've done is we've created a new embedding function. This is a multimodal embedding function. It's open clip. And this is an embedding function that allows you to embed text and images into the same embedding space. And to add it to your Chroma collection is just the same as any other kind of embedding function. And the other thing is we've got this new thing here called an image loader. Rather than storing your image data in Chroma like you do with your text, we basically just store a pointer to wherever that image data is stored, and we can retrieve it for you without having to duplicate that storage burden. And so you create your Chroma collection the same way as always. Let me remember to click this button. And it's doing stuff. And then we're going to create our Chroma collection, same way as we always do. So we've got a name, we've got our embedding function. The new thing here is this new field called a data loader. So data loaders are, again, a general concept in Chroma, just like embedding functions. They can support any kind of data. We're expanding that part of the interface pretty quickly. This is a place where, because we're open source, we really solicit community contributions. If you've got a good idea for some kind of data or where to retrieve it from, we really welcome your data loaders. And we're just going to, put this into Chroma. And this works out of the box exactly like you would expect. So what we're doing is we're grabbing image URIs, and we're putting them in this new URI field in the collection add function, and you can just load this up. Chroma's doing everything under the hood. It's doing all the embedding. It's keeping track of the metadata. It's keeping track of where your files are for you. You don't have to do anything extra. Super, super simple. It's what we're all about. And now we can query stuff, and we can query this collection of images using text. And this is sort of to demonstrate the multimodality. So I'm asking here for animals, and we need to include data so that we know to load it. And here, we've got some animals. We've got our zebra, giraffe, more giraffes. And we can query for vehicles in the same way. And there's a car here, and there's a weird negative image because MS-COCO has a lot of actually data issues in it, near and dear to my heart, of this old-timey motorcycle. And you can do things like street scenes, and because OpenClip is this joint text image embedding space, we can retrieve images using text. And what this allows you to do in your AI applications is have the model interact with your data across all these different modalities. You can build all kinds of new and powerful applications that way. You can, of course, also query by images directly. In other words, instead of querying by text, we can query by, say, that image of a giraffe. It's a query image. And we can return other things that look like that giraffe, all in the same embedding space without changing anything. It just works out of the box. Very keen on that. So lots of animals here. And of course, you can also query by file, and we'll go and load that file for you and then perform the query under the hood. So it's a really simple to use, easy to use API. Now, this is all very nice, some basic Chroma features, but I'd like to show you something a little bit new. I know a lot of people have been asking for this. So this is a sneak preview of something very, very new. So I'm just going to show you how very soon you'll all be able to get Chroma Cloud without actually leaving your development environment at all. And into my password, will generate you an API key, and we can show it to you. But even if you don't, you can steal that API key. Then we can set it for you automatically in your environment. We set it in your environment. You're all set. Now here's the really cool part, or at least something that I think is cool. Yes? How's that?
Better or bigger?
Or still bigger? I'm running out of space to show you anything. Here's half of a giraffe. No, here's something really, really cool. Now, what we can do is, what did I name this collection? This is multimodal collection. So here's something we can do. Go to the terminal, and I can do, I want to upload. And then I can tell it that I want multimodal collection and default path. Upload my collection to the cloud. It's a very small collection. Now, what I can do is, instead of in the terminal, I can grab a Chroma cloud client. Yes, and I'm going to do all the same stuff, except this is already being handled for me in the cloud. And I'm going to get or create collection. And now everything is just working. We've just uploaded everything we were doing locally to the cloud, and I can query it in exactly the same way. The images remain stored on your hard drive, but we've got the URIs, so the retrieval side in the client will pull up the images correctly, and everything just works end-to-end multimodal. And of course, if you want to go back to working locally, which you can always do, you can do, I hope I implemented this. Oh boy, I hope I got the bugs out. And we're back to local. Completely seamless. That's it. Yeah, coming soon or works now in Chroma. Thank you.